Good evening, everyone. It is Matt Fegley, the competition czar, here with Chris Isom, the famous man from the first tee. And we were just witnessing the 60-second countdown, which could also be called the remaining spots for the North American Championship countdown.
Yeah, man. I mean, registrations are flying in. You've been doing a good job keeping up, making sure everybody has the right amount of rounds in. And before the 7 o'clock hour, we were down to three of people that didn't meet criteria, and we're already up to 19 in 3 minutes. So I am expecting this to probably be sold out by the end of the night.
We are looks like we're going to be done by the end of the night. So
Heck, have
cheers.
you even checked the seniors?
Mm, I've not, but seniors was in the same boat, roughly the same amount of spots, but it's a smaller field, so there was 20. Well, there's about 60 spots for each event left, so about 20% was remaining in the open, and about 25% was left in the seniors. So things are going fast. So anyhow, we are without our fearless leader at least for a little bit. He'll eventually jump in the door at one of these moments, but we got a lot to chat on here. We had one of the more enjoyable events this past weekend. We had a bunch of golf tournaments throughout the country, and we're heading into primo time because football season is about to start, which means the golf season is about to end. So life
That's
is good.
That's right. Yeah, no, we had a great weekend over in French Lick. If you have not played French Lick, I highly recommend two great golf courses. Round one, playing the Ross course, and then day two, playing the famous Pete Dye golf course. And man, Fagel, you were there last year. Go ahead and tell the guys about the golf courses.
Well, the golf courses are really, really, really interesting. Like the Ross course, every green is back to front. They have some very interesting slopes in them. They have the classic false fronts. It's a Donald Ross, so as everybody says, there's what Volkswagens buried in the greens. So it's a good time. They keep the greens at a manageable speed, so those slopes can be accommodated, and you don't put the ball off the green. So it's a really good time. I really enjoy that golf course. And then obviously you got the Pete Dye course, which is just it's a beast, man. One of my players, one of the guys that I've known that I met through out here in Northern California, he was playing in it, and he played pretty well in that first round. And he calls me up or texts me. He's like, "What do I do tomorrow?" And I said, "Well, bogey's going to be a good score in a lot of situations, so just make your bogeys and take your penalty, take your medicine when it happens, and just don't get overly aggressive." So, and he did pretty well. He shot like 39 on the front. I think it was something like 6 bogeys, a par. No, 5 bogeys, 2 pars, and 2 birdies. Shot 39, was right in the hunt. And then I texted him after the round. I was like, "What happened?" And he goes, "Humidity. West Coast guys aren't used to this crap." So.
Oh no, it was definitely a hot one. At the Ross course. Uh, Luckily, most of the day it was hot, it was humid, but we had a nice breeze.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had about an hour delay due to lightning and a pop up storm coming through, and those groups that were left out on the golf course after that delay, it was like a steamer. The wind went completely away.
Oh,
It was definitely a hot one. And Sunday, honestly, it was hot, but I didn't think it was the worst heat tournament that I've ever been at. But
right.
but the problem with that golf course is there's nowhere to escape the heat. There is no
No.
tree. There is nothing. You are just out there.
Yes, you are out there in a field.
It was a great weekend. I know a lot of guys are planning on coming back if we decide to come back next season.
Yeah.
And the resort as a whole was really good. We stayed at the resort
Yeah.
this year. Last year I was off site, actually away in Jasper, and I was really impressed with the resort. The hotel rooms were really nice. Went to a couple of the restaurants; those were good, and tried the luck at the casino. Didn't pan out so well, but those places aren't built on winners.
That is correct. That is correct. It's the nice days when you can collect a little bit, but most of the time it's paying for entertainment. But there were a couple videos and a couple posts out there. Some of the guys having some success with Lady Luck and the slot machines, but there were no stories like last year. I had my incident when I busted on the craft table. They have these big giant poles, and I turn around and I hit the pole because I thought it was like like it was just a pole, and it was hollow. So needless to say, it made a very loud reverberating.
Nice.
I looked over at the guy at the pit, and I was like, "Don't kick me out. I'm sorry. I thought it was just like a pole." But anyhow, had a good laugh last year. Had a good time. Tim Harbin and I at the casino, and then the golf course. The golf course was great. Man, that's all I remember is it just being that total challenge. That the however long they can play it from 8,000 yards or 7,800 or whatever it is, and it has 100.
I think it's like 8190 something is what it truly tips out at. I mean, standing and looking back on the hill, there's the tips about 150 yards back from where our guys teed off.
Yep. It starts off down the hill there, and man, it's such a good time. I'm sad I missed it this year. I was doing a family thing that I couldn't miss it for. But yeah, hopefully next year if we go back, that's up to the guy that isn't with us today. He'll let us know. But if we do go back, definitely that'll be on my list to get back to the wonderful Hoosier State. Did have a good little event there too at Sultan's Run. That's another little fun place. Did you go over there and check it out, or were you doing other stuff?
No, I was tied up being Funkle Chris for little Collins's first birthday that day. So I unfortunately missed out this year, but I was there last year, and that is also a great little golf course. And I know Shannon does a really good job with his events. So I heard some very positive feedback about the facility.
Sweet. Good deal. Oh, look, Matt's on Facebook chiming in. He's checking up on us like Santa Claus. But anyhow, let us go to the results of the double down. And I'm proud that I can, talk about Division I because, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Josh Ernest, Mr. Big Sexy himself, as I like to nickname him every time I see him when I get back to the Bluegrass, got himself a major win. So congrats to Josh. Both John Mazzotti and Blake Coleycombe were one shot back. Josh shot a combined total of 152, shooting 73-79. John Mazzotti was a 73-80, and Blake Coleycombe was 75-78. So pretty tight group there at the top three. So congrats to those gentlemen, but specifically Josh for collecting the hardware.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and take. I'll take Division
D2.
Our champion was Kurt Bresner of the Phoenix chapter. He's originally a Midwest native. This went to a 3-hole playoff between him and Jeff Karnacki. And I'll tell you this right now. I mean, it was a really impressive playoff. First hole, they both parred the hole and, played it nice, safe. The second hole, neither of them hit the fairway on their drive. And so, that kind of was opening up some windows to see, what was going to happen there. But they ended up parring hole number 2. So it came down to the par 5 third hole. Both hit 2 great drives right in the fairway, probably no more than 3 yards away from each other. And then put another second shot up ahead into the fairway. And then Kurt stuck his shot probably about 5 yards away from the pin. Jeff was probably about 10 yards, and Jeff put in a really, really good strong birdie putt, but only missed it by about 2 feet. And Kurt went in and finished it up with a birdie putt to win the playoff.
Nice. And now number 3, is that the long par 4 that's kind of
like a dogleg left par 4 with a drastic fall off on the left. Yeah, it's a great hole.
Yeah, and making birdie there, that's that's pretty good. All right, you want to take D3 too? Because one of it looks like it was a local battle, although man, Dolphus, that's
absolutely.
A good shirt.
Division III champion was Dolphus Jackson. Dolphus, he started off in D5 2 years ago, and so he's climbing his way through the divisions, getting better, which we love to see. but he shot round 1 83 at the Ross course, round 2 82 for a total of 165, and that is a very impressive score on those caliber golf courses. And I believe, Fagley, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is his first national major victory.
I believe that's the case as well.
But big congratulations to my friend Dolphus Jackson of the St. Louis chapter.
Absolutely. And, it's not too far behind. I mean, it was close. You had Adam Dean right there, one shot back, Chris Turner and Tom Leonard to round out the top four there. So, pretty solid. Like Dolphus played really, really well. Or no, he won by 3.
He won by 3. He's been lobbying to go back to D4 with me because he didn't get a win while he was.
He never got a win in 4.
So I told him swiftly that Dolphus, your chances of ever going back to D4 have been wiped.
Yep, they have been eliminated.
We'll go ahead and move on. I'll go ahead and take the next one. Yep. Another St. Louis member, Mr. Jerry Anderson. I cannot say enough good things about this gentleman here. This year specifically, so he started the year off being 59 years old. His birthday this year was July 9th, one day past the senior T eligibility cutoff. He took it like a champ. He would have a million reasons of why not to win, but he found a way to overcome. And without the senior T advantage at 60 years old, Jerry comes out a national major champion, shooting a great 2 rounds in Division 4. He shot 89 on the Ross course and another 89 on the very challenging Pete Dye golf course.
There you go. And then these were all close. There's another. It's a one shot to Nicholas Kraus in second. Bob Witt with a one shot later in third, and then the tie for fourth between John Sands and Jim Nichols at 4 shots back. I mean, it was packed leaderboard, man.
No, good time. It was a very, very competitive tournament this weekend. So, Fegley, I've done most of the late work here, per usual. So you can have D5.
All right, D5 was one of the contests that did get a little squirrely, or a little space, I guess, because Zachary Jackson played really well in that second round, shooting 89, breaking 90 on the Pete Dye course, and besting everybody in D5 by 7 shots, it looks like. So overall, really strong results, really good. Finished, again, 101.89. So the good old 90 average, right, for D5, or I'm sorry, 95 average, but for D5 and getting the job done and getting the win. So congrats to him. Mike Eames, coming all the way from Utah, finished second, and Jeremiah Cassidy from Pennsylvania chapter finishing third, with Abigail Brooks rounding out the top 4 from Lexington as well. So, again, congrats to Zachary. Solid win there, and congrats to him. Moving on, we've got our open net, which obviously you have a man that's going to play as well as he did. Dolphus is going to be your champ there in the open net, shooting a total of 4 under net. So really solid results there. With Joe Christ Kim from Washington finishing second there. So it was good to see Joe getting back on the saddle and being able to play well and score that second place in the open net with Eric. How do you pronounce his last name? Chris, help me out.
Oh,
You're the first T guy.
Wrong leaderboard.
Oh.
Eric Shaddy.
Shaddy. Okay. There we go. Congrats to him for finishing third. And then Josh Brooks, last year's Division II champion, played pretty well, apparently, getting an open net placing in 4th. And then Chase Burbank from Vegas coming in at 5th in the open net. So congrats to all those folks. And then moving on to the senior net, where, all was not lost to Jeff. He might have lost in the playoff, but he did take home the senior net champ title, shooting 5 under, with Brian Vance coming in second from Iowa, Chris Handy, guy from Northern California area in the Reno, Nevada area, coming in tied for second. And then our man, John Wayne Parrish, North Carolina, coming in fourth, with Richard Noda and Tom Leonard and Sean Larson coming in to tie for fifth at +1. So, again, congrats to Jeff and congrats to all the folks in the senior net for collecting those prizes there. But, it's a good feeling where, if you at least don't take home one trophy, you can take home another. So congrats to Jeff there.
No doubt. And I believe we had multiple players max out at the USGA max of $1,000 payout paid out in Visa gift cards. And Jeff was one of those lucky gentlemen to max out this weekend. So huge congratulations to our field this weekend and our champs. But I did hear a little ding dong in the background, and I mean it like a doorbell, not by a nickname.
Oh, is that why?
It looks like we have the real talent back in the lobby. So Fegley, I think I did a pretty good job covering for the boss.
Absolutely, man.
That should earn me some brownie points. But I'm going to turn it back over to you guys right after a break from our friends at 2 Under.
Sounds good, brother.
2 Under. Quality fabrics, no roll waistband, Joey pouch, elevate and separate, no chafing. What more could you ask for?
What's up, Fags?
Got to keep running, baby.
Keep running. I like it. Hey, I made it up to the hotel room tonight. Sorry, I was sitting there with a front desk agent, super nice lady, but like it wasn't the hey, I'd stay at a hotel 120 nights a year. Here's your room key. It was
Right.
when breakfast is. Do you know where the fitness center is? And I'm like, the one time I'm trying to get to my room to get on this live, I know everything there is to know about the Residence Inn in Somerville. So, but it is good to be with y'all. Made a little bit of a trip, so it worked out. But
Love it.
having fun. Well, I will tell you, man. If you want to play in the North American, start applying because it's when we start going through these, we're going to be down to 20 spots, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Under 30
Last-
for sure.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's getting there.
So jump on it. Seniors filling up as well. Going to be a lot of fun. Oh, I just got the note from Chris. I'm on to talk North American Championship. I'm excited about this year's championship season. It's going to be fun. Reunion is a great place to host. Has hosted some tour championships before, the LPGA Tour Championship to be exact. I don't know if you remember those days, or the Palmer and the Watson course. I believe Palmer held it, I think. But don't quote me on that. But
There
it
you
was
go.
at Reunion for years, the LPGA Tour Championship at Reunion. So they're no host to some big events. We've got some great partners involved this year. Worldwide Golf's going to be on hand. Swag is going to be on hand. We got some stuff.
Sweet.
Universal Retirement is going to be on hand with some really great stuff. Plus, it's going to be nice. Everything's centered at one resort. And so it's going to be easy to get to everywhere. No driving between places. It's going to be a really, really great venue. And we've got all the ballroom space for all the events afterwards. The Champions Dinner for previous North American champions, sponsored by Sterling Cut Glass. We're excited about that. Working on some other events. Chris and I in Jersey, we're going to be on the road in Florida next week doing the final walkthrough. So we should have some more details on that. Practice rounds will be able to be booked starting next week. Got some special rates and pricing for that. It looks like most people are staying on property, whether it be VRBO or through our hotel deals, because I have to keep calling back to get them to open more rooms in the block. So
nice. Well, and that's good. And that's kind of the exciting thing this year, as everyone's talked about. And, we always get on our little soapboxes about trying to make it better, trying to improve, trying to try out different things. Finally, a place that, made a decision to make it small and intimate and keep it all on property, all in front of us, where everybody after all the rounds can do what all golfers complain about, but all golfers do, which is tell each other about their rounds.
Right.
You know, it's the old no one cares what you shot, but we all do. And we all, we'll listen to each other for a little while anyway. So it'll be a good time. It will be.
Absolutely. So I'm just scrolling through the applications for the North American Championship, so that'll be good.
I'm like, we can do that later.
I know. I just want to see who's in there. It's a fun time of year. I mean, you're coming back, obviously, as a past champion now.
I know, it's scary.
Quite the year last year.
Yep, quite the year. My relegation request didn't go through last night, so I'm stuck, having to finish off D1, which that's a joke. We knew that was going to happen anyhow, but, it's going to be fun, man. We'll see how it goes. And, I had to email one gentleman because he signed up for D1 and, needs another round. And I'm looking at his index and looking at his APT results. And I'm like, well, let's see if I can find like 4 shots between now and September so I can compete with this guy. So
yeah, you're doing just fine.
The waters are deep, baby. D1 is D1, but it'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes we get that this time of year. It's always fun to, we could do it after dark of some of the requests that come through. Like, yes. Hey, I shot 1 under at my last tournament. I don't think I'm able to play in D1. I'm like, well, 1 under would win 85% of the tournaments in D1 across the country. So, all the fun stuff. It's that time of year, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's jockeying for position.
Yep.
That's a good way to put it.
It's all good though, man. It's gonna be gonna be a good time. Be able to organize things. Got 360 spots with about 330 with about 30 left now. So it's gonna get filled up. We're gonna figure out everything. Have all the good stuff. The prize gifts, tea gifts, the contest. Like it's not necessarily even gonna be the organized contest. It's going to be the sporadic contests that are going to be the entertaining piece. Of course, all the contests that we put on will be good, but it'll also just be fun to watch what randomness occurs.
It's kind of fun because you got the putting green on site. We've got the swag putting contest to raise money for Folds of Honor. We're talking about doing a par 3 contest on Wednesday. When we're in Florida, I'm going to drive out to talk to those people because, sometimes – returning phone calls isn't the greatest. We've got a backup plan, though, so we'll have something on Wednesday night if you're planning. Thursday night, registration night, players meeting. Great time. We'll release the 25 schedule. Have another big announcement. We'll be talking about that Thursday night. So, Fegley's thinking, remember what I got off the phone with you for yesterday? And I was like, I got to go. There's going to be a big one coming there. So,
nice.
That's going to be good. Yeah, it was a good day. So, lots of cool stuff going on. Trying not to make Phil turn red, and blush. I don't even know if he knows about this one yet, to be honest.
That's awesome. I mean,
and the senior's going to be great. The nice thing about Reunion is you've got a Jack Nicklaus signature course, an Arnold Palmer course, and a Tom Watson golf course all on the same property. That's a very unique. You get 3 very different styles of golf course.
Mm-hmm.
The Nicklaus is the hardest. I think the Palmer is probably the most risk reward, and the Watson's probably the most fair. Just 3 really, really great golf courses. You're really going to determine a worthy champion playing those 3 golf courses because they are so different. It's not going to really favor any one style or ball flight or anything like that. And the senior is going to be Palmer and Watson both share a clubhouse at the main resort. That's where the senior will be on. It's just going to be a great week. We're going to have a great time and look forward to hosting everybody in a little under 2 months now, which is crazy. Ben Heinking, member at Reunion, says also newly renovated putt-putt, which I cannot wait to see the amount of gambling that goes on there.
Well, see, it's going to be one of the areas of sporadic entertainment.
Sporadic entertainment. Some other things about Reunion I think that are noteworthy and worth talking about. There are some great restaurants on property. So Steakhouse, the main clubhouse, is really good. The lobby bar with the sushi is really good. There's a great restaurant at the Nicholas Clubhouse. But if you go right outside Reunion too, there's every restaurant you can imagine is within a mile of the entrance to the resort. So you've got a Ford's Garage, which is Chris's favorite on the road. You've got the Miller's Ale House, which if you've ever been to Florida, that is the watering hole for the sports bar. And then you've got your Longhorns, your Texas Roadhouse, your Olive Gardens, like all that kind of stuff is all close. Downtown Disney, if you're wanting to go that direction, is about 15 minutes away. Could not be in a better spot. You can go up to Kissimmee within 15 minutes. So everything to do for the family. Disney World's close. You got Universal Studios, everything Orlando has to offer. So it's going to be a great week to bring the family and have a good time. We are going off early morning double tea.
Yep.
Both days. Tea times. First tea time will be 7:30. Last tea time will be 9:30 in the morning. So barring weather issues, should have most of the afternoon to either hang out with us at the Universal Retirement 19th hole or, there's all kinds of stuff to do in Florida and the family in the afternoon in September.
Yep. Get in the car and go to the beach if that's what you want to do, but it's possible. It's possible.
So are they going to let us do signature cocktails?
Ooh,
that's a scary thought. I hope so, because I feel like I could do some really world-class trolling.
I mean, what do we call it? Does the Caesar get a new nickname and just call it the Phil V?
The Phil V. I was going to call it the Angry Canadian.
The Angry Canadian. The Spicy Canadian.
The Spicy Canadian.
Oh.
Bloody Mary, except it's with anchovies and crap.
That's
in
right.
it.
There you go.
Can't do it.
Oh, I'm trying to think of some. Man, we got to think of something. I don't know. It's all good.
Instead of the Fuku drinks with the umbrella, it'll just have a bucket hat.
Yes. Put 5 really bad alcohols together and call it the relegation rejection or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste very good, but hey,
Wow.
I don't know. Just trying to come up with random stuff.
Why
But yeah, man, it's
off camera at this point.
Say what?
Why is Isom off camera? No one told
he-
him he could be off camera. He even dressed up and everything.
I know. Well, he put he put the QR codes up. The tariff. I gotta figure out what that one would be. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just staying out of it.
So what
Definitely
else?
have some tequila in it though.
It's August almost. It's almost
Dude.
August. We're 6 weeks out. We got the last major in 3 weeks. The Wingman.
It's gonna be so good.
Gonna be
Presented
so-
by Swag.
Presented by Swag.
Right,
The head
this-
covers. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, the gifts. The tea prize is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be such a good event, dude. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Michigan in August.
Yeah, we do have room for one
Oh.
more person at Wingman. One person.
Maybe.
So if you want to go, email Chris.
There you go.
Listen to aptgolf.org. First person to do it gets the spot.
Gets the spot. There you go.
And I will tell you, if you've not been to American Dunes, it is a fantastic place.
Yep.
Lots of history, lots of patriotism, lots of pride. We raised some money for Folds of Honor, which we're always excited to do. It's going to be a great time. It's a fun format. Day one's going to be a little bit of a Captain's Choice scramble day on day one, which is
Scramble day.
Dunes. That's a great way to get introduced to that golf course because it is like French Lick. It is not easy. It is not easy to get around that place. So day one scramble will give you a chance to kind of learn it a little bit if it's your first time around it, and then we'll play 4-ball on Sunday. So It's going to be a great time. I'm looking
Nice.
forward to it. And a fun little team event, which is a little different than normal for us. So it'll be a good change of pace for the last major of the year. And then we'll be right into local finals.
Local finals.
Which, I mean, there are some player of the year races heating up across the country.
Mhm.
They're more competitive than they've ever been. I'm looking at some of these national player of the year races, and it's going to be a fun last 60 days to the 2025 season.
Yep. Which brings us to some of the rules. Might as well chat about that.
I mean, you
We got
drive
the-
on the rules, buddy.
We got the flight lock in place, so we do have a little bit of a leeway for those of you in those contests. But as with all elastic systems, or systems that allow a break, there does eventually become a place where the elastic breaks, the barrier is broken down, and you do eventually have to take a promotion at some point, because we can't have 7 indexes playing in Division 3. So eventually that does break down and people will get promoted, but there is a little bit of flex for those of you in the that are validated and in the player of the year races. That has started. It started back July 9th. I think there's roughly 15 or 20 players in the flight lock scenario right now. And that lasts until the local finals, where once the local finals occur, again, all of this is available in the members manual. But once the local finals have started and you've played in the local finals, whatever you shoot, as long as you're a validated player, you're not getting moved if you're playing in the North American Championship or the senior. So
you got to play a certain number of rounds. There is a round requirement in there.
Yeah, there is a round. That's right.
See, you're going between 25 and 26 rules, which, I mean, we can tease a couple. I think it's interesting at the 5-year mark. This is the first time, about 85% of the way through it, so you'll start beating it up. But, coming through and fully rewriting the member manual from scratch. Not saying we're changing everything. We're not. I mean, we are making some common sense changes based on things that players have given us feedback and things that we've learned over 5 years. But actually going through the member manual and looking at it from a structural standpoint of like, okay, if I'm a member and I want to understand this, how do I want to read it?
Why did I put this here?
Right. There's been a lot of that. So things shifting and moving around. But definitely some interesting there's a lot of exciting things coming, I believe, in 2026 at APT, based on a lot of our member feedback and the work that our chapter owners have done and putting this together. It's I'm excited to roll this out when we get to September. More opportunities, a lot more simplicity across the board, and great opportunities for all of our members to be able to take advantage of membership. So it's going to be fun.
Take advantage of the membership and have some contests that they might be able to win. So,
correct. It's going to be good.
Yep.
Let's stay tuned for that. I just laugh as you keep messing up the 25 terminology because we've talked so much about changes to 26. I'm like, vaguely, that's not the right word, but I'm just going to let
the right word.
Live. Just read it in the member manual, guys. It's still there. The current one's published. If you ask me anything at this point, I'm going to have to go look it up. I'm like, what does it say in 2025? Because we've rewrote to just bring clarity to all of it, make it super simple, easier to understand, without obviously changing the general gist of everything. But
exciting changes.
They are exciting changes. I think it'll be good changes for everybody. So,
no, target score is not back.
Target score is not back.
Leave it to Chris.
So there we go. I love you, Minor, but no. So, but anyways, I don't even know what to say to that. I
just got us laughing. So
guest at some point to talk about it.
He got us laughing. So
Oh goodness. I love Rodney Oden.
Oh,
Here, hold on. I'm going to screenshot that for the next chapter owner meeting. Hold on a second. Screenshot. Okay, there we go. That'll be included in my email.
Yeah, that'll be included.
So
Let's just say
it was discussed. So, anyways, well,
where's Rodney play?
East Tennessee.
Okay. Let's get ready to say, depending on where he played, we could tell him to make sure he irritates his chapter owner about that one.
Right. No, really, for sure. But anyways, we got more stuff coming, and then we got to tease the first major of 2026 because that opens tomorrow.
Ooh, already?
So that'll be. I know it doesn't. No break. But we have a message from our friends at Worldwide Golf, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Get there.
Get there.
Get there.
Get there. Those two words are said by golfers all over the world as a sign of respect, a whisper of encouragement, a roar of support. It's what we say to our competitors, our loved ones, our heroes. It's what we say to ourselves.
Get there.
At Worldwide Golf, we're like you. We strive to improve our game, to elevate our standards, and transcend our limits. Our commitment is to the journey, to the tradition, and to the spirit of golf that unites us all. Since 1963, Worldwide Golf has been there to supply golfers with the equipment and apparel they need to drive their journeys forward. With over 100 retail locations spread across 10 retail brands and the best golf e-commerce websites, we have exactly what every golfer needs for however they choose to play. All of this done to help golfers who want to be their best get there. We are golfers, and we're here for golfers. We built a brand around evolving the game and having what you need to play your way, and it shows in every product we offer and every experience we provide. Our goal is singular, to help you get there. Though the game may change, our mission remains. To stand beside you, to grow with you, to celebrate every victory and learn from every shot. Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Cool. So a couple things I want to address real quick in the chat. Rick is talking about having issues with rooms on the 21st. We'll reach out to Reunion. I don't know why this is an issue a second time, but they just need to open up more inventory to our block. The 21st is the most popular night because people staying through the North American Championship are staying through the 21st, and then people coming in for the senior are also staying on the 21st. So they just need to open up more inventory so that can go straight through. So we will get that squared away. Second, Daniel wants to know when the new manual will be out. When Fegley and I get done writing it, we'll get it out. I wouldn't expect it'll be out much before the North American Championship, just to not bring confusion.
Probably, I think probably the week before.
Probably the week before.
Because then we can, because we plan on having, like little Q&As and tables available. I literally plan on sitting in one of the ballrooms with the manual in one hand and a list of questions getting ready to be written down on the other. But, some of the stuff will be pretty easy. But again, people will just have questions. So
cool.
But yeah, I do. The T marker thing is something that does. It
does crack me up.
It is something that is funny. That again, trying to get more than 3 or 4 people to do anything the same is always a fun goal. Everybody looks and goes, "Are we really? It's a divisive topic."
I'm just yawning because it wears me out.
It does get tired. We'll bring Rodney's going to be. It's going to be the guest speaker at the next chapter owner meeting to discuss T marker.
Oh, geez, Fagley. So, anyways, let's talk about competition committee.
Oh,
Because
man.
I'm there with you. I'm right there with you, Rodney.
Good times. Oh, competition committee stuff, man. Well, it's winding down because we had our relegation request deadline last night. And, I don't think there was nobody that actually requested to be relegated came in after the deadline. So that was good.
Well, I just don't think you've got those late requests yet. It's still
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
It's only a day late.
It's only a day. We got to wait for like a week. What? I can't move right before the North American Championship? I need to play in a different division.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, y'all. That's not the way
All
we're
fun.
going. I did have some good conversations with some guys about, some of the places they were like, hey, can I go down? It's like, finish out the year. You'll have it if you continue to play bad, you'll have a better case. If you start to play good, then you'll be back where you belong.
My favorite's the guys that request and they're like, I want to go to D4 and my handicap's like a 10.2.
It happens. We got to do, we'll do a tutorial one of these. We'll have Chris show us the screen and we'll walk everybody through like this is where you find your index. It updates every Wednesday morning at around sometime between 2 and 5 Eastern time.
So
depends. In the morning. That's the morning. So Wednesday morning when you're having your coffee, your index will be updated. There you go.
Unless you're weird and wake up at 3 a.m. and then there's 50-50 chance.
Or you're still up on the West Coast and it's midnight.
So I just want to be like John Lambert. You need to wait till your third cup of coffee and it gets to be 5 a.m.
Yes.
I've never had a chapter owner text me before 5 a.m. before, but he's the one.
He's the one.
Hey, man, just when you get up,
What do you mean you're not awake? It's 4 a.m.
Early bird gets the worm. No.
How
How much you want to get into 2026?
I don't know. We still got to get it on paper, but well, the biggest thing that we know. Okay, so here's what we know. Those of you that know how the handicap.
I love Lambert in the chat. He's like, I get 4:30 every day.
Every day. I
We
go to bed at
love
7.
you for it, John. I just do not. I have a kid. If I'm up at 4:30, it's because she's still crying.
It's almost 9 o'clock on the East Coast. He probably goes to bed 10:30 every day. It's just 6 hours old. God, I cannot deal with 6 hours of sleep. That's why I start to get cranky. But I don't know. The first thing about the index, so everybody's index is going to change because we're dropping the 0.96. We do have to verify exactly how it's getting programmed, but that's getting dropped. So we got that.
You're getting into it. You're just going.
Well, I'm just going. I'm looking at things like things that we know. So everybody will have a long, fun, wonderful conversation come up.
You want to freak everybody out for a minute?
Yeah.
So
no more Jesse getting there, maybe.
Maybe.
I just sent the email and
we're working on it.
We're working on it.
There's coding involved. This good
because that goes two ways. That was a very good question. Sorry, Jesse's
not affect the handicap.
Yeah, no, sorry. If we had to answer a question there,
so
does withdrawing due to injury? No.
I'll answer Jesse's real quick. Mm-hmm. This is good. So in certain instances, provisions of scores more than 2 years old, getting rid of them when we have data that is much more accurate, it's more recent.
Yes.
Both good and bad.
Both good and bad. We do it. It's a manual, but we are looking at because we have run into some situations. And again, this is some follow-up that has to get done before we can put it on paper. But that is a good discussion because it's something that happens both good and bad, right? You get players that disappear for a year and a half, and they come back and they're a 12. And then you actually go, wait, you look up their GIN and they're like, this dude's now down to a 5.
Right.
So
sorry.
Now we have to manually do some stuff, but we're looking at this. We are looking at some system stuff.
Here's the thing that's interesting. is when you come in new, we're looking at every player every time they come back in. So we're paying attention to handicap, and we're doing things that have common sense to protect the field. And also get the player in the right division.
Yeah. I mean, see now I always get curious because I get the computer up in front of me. I'm like, oh, what's he specifically asking that question for?
He shot like a
I look-
73. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't a 73, but it was pretty good. Peebly
It
Farms. I remember it.
Oh, got it. And it's the old, yeah,
Solid, a solid 6.7.
a solid 6.7, a solid 70. Okay. Yeah, that was only a year though. Well, it's been a year and a half almost.
Yeah. It's getting there, Jesse. It's getting there.
Yep. Man,
It's going to fall off anyway. It'll fall off before the 2 years would take effect if you just keep playing.
Yep. Wow.
It was a good 78.
Yeah.
He shot around that was so good because Jesse's played for years and years with us.
Yeah.
It was his first time ever breaking 80.
He's like, how long do I have to live with this?
No, I mean, but there was a member that was so mad they like posted in like the St. Louis area golfers group. They were like, I can't believe this guy did. I was like, well, I couldn't really either, but you know what I mean? He definitely did, and I'm super proud of him because he's been working hard on his game.
No, but I mean, and I know I didn't, I guess when you get singled out, you kind of freak out a little bit. We're not singling you out in a bad way. I know you.
We're not singling them out. Jesse
No.
doesn't love them.
There's players like that. There's other players that have definitely had the same situation where you look through their record. I mean, we just had a situation in one of our chapters where a guy hasn't done anything in probably 16, 18 tournaments, gets relegated and goes out and plays the best round he's played in 2 years, and we're just like, what in the world?
Look at Chris posting in the chat about the hole in one. I love it.
Oh,
Jesse did have a hole in one. Great video.
nice.
See him running onto the green to go pull the ball out of the hole.
See, and Garrett, of course, see this.
I was like waiting for Garrett Blyler to get in.
I was
there.
like, I know Garrett's gonna be in there because he's gonna be like, oh.
So,
And unfortunately, Garrett has matched his 69 every round he's played since. It just had a few more holes left. Oh man, gotta love.
I love how Steve throws in stuff. I'm like, coding. I don't disagree, but coding is necessary.
That's right.
So, anyways, moving on to stuff. Let's talk about Omni Homestead for a minute. That's October
Yes.
21st and 22nd. All I'll say to Daniel Henderson's comment is stay tuned.
Oh,
You may like the member manual update in 2026. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to respond to anything else. All I'm saying.
well, how about this?
What's
We'll
our
leave it at
What's our
this.
friend from the Triad? You know who I'm talking about. Is Chris going to put his name in the chat?
I don't know, but look, the $1 million thing is, or the most important thing is there'll be something. Everybody might not like it.
Cal Rogers,
People might be skeptical,
my guy.
but what we want to do is give people an opportunity and let's see how it goes, and then we'll figure it out.
Sure.
There'll be an option.
Right. So, anyways, I got to go in and look at the dates of this. I've been booking tournaments in too many years, so I can't remember this. October 20th and 21st
20th and 21st.
at the Homestead in
I'm
Hot
gonna-
Springs, Virginia.
I gotta bring this up.
A warm-up round. Yeah, look how cool that place is.
Oh, dude.
I got to pull up the contract. Give me 1 second. I'm working here. We're doing this live.
We're doing this live. Well, what's really funny is you bring up Homestead Resort when you're sitting on the West Coast, and you've got like 15 of them. I'm working my way across the country. I'm in Utah right now. I'm at the Homestead Resort in Midway, Utah.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
No.
This isn't Hot Springs, Virginia. Get into the golf. The warm-up round is at the Cascades.
The Cascades.
And I will tell you that playing in the warm-up event is significantly cheaper than just getting a tee time there.
Nice.
So it's pretty stinking awesome. We're excited about that. Emmett Smith wants to know if we have rates yet. 1 second, Emmett. I have the link right here, so I'm just going to copy this bad boy.
There we go.
That's how it works.
Oh, nice. I estimated, man, without even knowing where it was, not knowing exactly. I obviously knew it was in Virginia. I'm like, it's going to be about 4 hours from the North Carolina residence. And it is.
There you go.
There we go. We got,
But anyways, you don't want to miss the Homestead. It opens tomorrow. 100 guys. The Homestead. We got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Sunday's the warm-up event. Monday and Tuesday, the main event. We've got really, really good hotel deals. Anytime you get an Omni hotel, especially in prime season, which this is, fall in the mountains of Virginia, is going to be stunning. And anytime the first number is a 2 in an Omni property, that's a good thing.
That's a good deal.
It's a good deal.
Hey, are we going to institute the leaf rule?
Oh my gosh. They were literally hosting a USGA championship 2 weeks prior to us being there.
The leaves will be picked up. So
It'll be picked up. It's going to be in great shape. It will be no dancing rabbit.
No. Oh.
No offense to dancing rabbit, but a leaf blower would be
a nice thing
around that place when we played there last year.
So wow. So okay. So we're like 4 hours from Okay. Shoot, we'll get Ohio folk, we'll get Kentucky folk, we'll get Tennessee folk, we'll get the Carolinas, we'll get the Northeastern cats.
There'll definitely be some St. Louis folk.
Yeah.
Nashville folk.
Yep.
So
it'll be good.
And then some Ohio players because they're in the north, so they're not folk.
Oh, so we could go to
like Illinois players.
I've always wanted to go to a football game at Virginia Tech. Is Virginia Tech at home on October 21st?
First of all, it would be the 18th.
Oh, my bad. Virginia Tech football schedule, the 18th. Da-da-da-da. Let's see what they got. Oh, they're off that week. Dang it.
Yeah.
Darn.
It happens.
It happens. I'll have to look up the University of Virginia. Or
But
go to
it's Homestead, man. Homestead's going to be really good, guys.
No. It's going to be awesome.
The APT 2 weeks after a USGA championship, which means the golf course is going to be mint. I will tell you, prior to taxes and all that stuff, that time of year, the Cascades is like 3.25 to play it.
Wow.
So, prime time.
Wow.
It's going to be great.
Dude, that's awesome. So what's going to be the warm-up day? Are we going to run like a standard event, or is it going to be
It's going to be a standard event, man. Come get multiple events for points. It's going to be a good time.
So a standard one day. Got
We're
it.
talking through it. We're actually talking to making an elevated event.
Ooh.
So you get an elevated event and a major back to back.
Got it.
So
okay. That's cool.
Chris is giving us stuff for USGA rules. It's already almost 9:00, man. We're done with the rules. We'll hit rules next week.
There are no rules. I mean, all the rules matter. I don't know.
I did just order the Jesse Cole's leadership book on banana ball, how they came up with the rules of banana ball.
Nice.
So there you go.
Yeah, no, that was fun. It's there was a Have you heard about the Barstool boys getting to play Cyprus in Olympic?
No.
Yeah, there's been some eye rolling in the snobbery community. Not the snobbery community, but in the classical the conservative community of the golfing world. And one of the guys I follow, he called it like the Savannah Bananas being able to play somewhere. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, don't rip on the Bananas. I was like, this isn't that.
Well, that's great.
It's like, we all love the Savannah Bananas. Have you been to a game yet?
I have not.
Not.
Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh. What, you're computing?
No, I'm just looking. There's a guy that literally signed up for this championship. And he played today, his first round.
Wow. All in.
And he signed up for 5 more.
All in. Here we go.
I'm impressed how he's going to pull it off, too.
Looking forward to seeing this.
His local final is in the middle of his 6 rounds. It's impressive. But he's coming, man. So welcome. Excited to have you.
Wow.
Pretty good.
There you go. I was sitting there and I was like, what is going on?
Sorry, I'm just checking in, man. We're getting ready to sign off, and I'm just
It's all good.
taking a look and seeing who's coming in.
I got to see how many emails I got to write and be like, hey, need your 6 rounds, guys.
Now, most of these are good that are coming in now, so
Cool.
a few, but
Good.
it's all good.
All right.
Well, do we have any questions?
Any
North
questions?
American Championship related, tour related, whatever. We got a couple minutes, and then we're going to sign off because I'm not anywhere near home, and I got to drive home tomorrow.
Chris Miner's like, vet him. I'm like, well, he's going to vet himself if he plays every weekend between now and then.
Right.
I don't know. We'll get the most exhausted golfer showing up for the North American. Shoot. Man, I had to mute after that one. Whew. We all choked up.
Cool.
Where's the
Well,
Oh,
sounds good. Well, Chris said if there's no questions, we're going to sign off. With a message from our friends at Turtleson, we will see you all soon. Play well this weekend on the APT. And once again, registration's now open. All APT members that meet the eligibility requirements. Garrett, next week we should have updates on the par 3. We're working on that. Hopefully I'll have an update for you once we get back from our site visit.
yeah,
So-
before we sign out, we have to answer this very important question. Put it up on the screen.
Which one?
Dennis McGraw.
No. No, I will not, Dennis.
I couldn't resist.
No,
Oh,
it's all good. And for Jesse, because this is a good one to sign off, no, Banana Ball is not influencing the 26 handbook.
very important. Greg Dover registration is open to everyone right now.
Yep. So
Jump in.
awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We will see y'all next week.